Hello and welcome back to another episode of Is It Worth It? This time we are taking a look at survival horror DreadOut 2, which released this month on Xbox and PlayStation after being PC only for the last couple of years. I am a sucker for a good horror game. I wanted to like DreadOut so very much, but its technical shortcomings kept me from fully enjoying the experience. The basis of the survival horror mechanics here is you use your smartphone to vanquish ghosts and demons using the camera feature. This is very similar to the Fatal Frame series. I found the mechanic to be incredibly finicky. You needed to angle the camera just right to actually damage your enemies. This left most encounters more frustrating than tense. While on the topic of technical gripes, textures pop in all over the place as you move from area to area. I had entire pieces of the screen not loaded. I move into a partially loaded area, and then items spawn onto my position, blocking me from progressing without reloading a checkpoint. This was not a one-off bug. This would happen repeatedly. Sometimes it's easy to avoid, like if you enter a room and in front of you was just a black screen that you had to sit there for a couple seconds wait to load in. But sometimes a room would appear loaded in, only to have something like a table appear out of nowhere on top of you and glitch your game. There was also very little direction on how to progress. Your objective was not clear, and I found myself wandering around looking for where the game wanted me to go. The objective piece of your in-game smartphone is not very helpful. Sometimes it lists the objective as only story. DreadOut 2 is not all bad. It does do some things well, despite the bugs. First off, the story brings you up to speed with a menu option to recap the previous games. This is a feature I wish a lot more games utilized, especially when the earlier games in the series were not on the console the sequel is releasing on. I also think the game had some good atmospheric moments when everything was working well. The setting and environment was well done and had a creepy feel. In its current state, DreadOut 2 will only appeal to the most hardcore horror fans who can't get enough of the genre. It was too riddled with bugs and inconsistencies for me to recommend it in its current state, but I hope the developers stick with it and get the console version running properly. That wraps up this episode of Is It Worth It? If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe for future content. Thank you.